mean when we say this earth is full? We are living beyond our means. There's a capacity to this earth that we are no longer following due to many things. These things include our misuse of resources, our exponentially growing population, and our disregard for the laws of nature. It is these factors, among several others, that have contributed to our unsustainable lifestyle.
With the amount of people currently living on the Earth, we're using up our resources much faster than we can replenish them. Concentrated populations are causing a growing demand for resources and land, which in turn forces cities to go in search of resources such as water in areas well off the city limits. Because of this, the land around the city is depleted at a much faster rate than what is sustainable. By how we are using our water resources, the groundwater is not being replenished properly, continuing to encourage depletion of our water system. This kind of damage is detrimental to our already decreasing amount of available resources and unsustainable way of living. Over the years, people have been favoring the Western and industrialized standard of living, causing the scarcity and depletion of resources to continue to rise. Again, at the rate we are going, we will be unable to replenish what we have lost. Although it's possible to change how we manage resources and recover the health of the Earth, it would take an incredibly long time for our Earth's resources and biodiversity to climb back to what it used to be. It just isn't possible to replicate our original state in a short period of time. Another obstacle involved with the depletion of our resources includes how different groups of people may react to our current situation. Based on their beliefs, their actions may be beneficial or detrimental to our progress.
Developing nations are where most of the world's population is growing, and in order to continue towards the goal of eliminating poverty and allowing other countries to consume goods at the same rate as North Americans, then as research suggests, by 2050, our current agricultural system would need to increase by at least 50%, depending on the new diets of these developing nations. The land we would need to support a growing population would need more deforestation in order to keep with the growing demand for goods. Having more agricultural output also means that there will be more harmful chemicals like pesticides and more fertilizers rich in phosphorus, nitrogen, and potassium, which means that our lakes, groundwaters, and other water bodies are at risk of eutrophication. Agriculture is the largest source of non-point water pollution today. This could harm the biodiversity of our planet. Furthermore, an increase in agricultural crops will mean an increase in the demand for water supply to sustain them, which puts further strain on our water scarcity.
The laws of thermodynamics state that energy and matter can neither be created or destroyed, and can only be changed from one form to another. This means that the garbage, waste, and emissions that humans have created and will continue to create cannot be eliminated. We are filling up our planet with harmful products and chemicals, and we cannot do anything to get rid of them. For instance, many people believe that burning garbage is a great solution for eliminating waste, but it is just being converted into something else: air pollution. Burned garbage can create major problems because the emissions that are produced include sulfur dioxide, hydrochloric acid, and heavy metals. Hydrochloric acid in the atmosphere can create problems such as acid rain, which destroys crops and makes soil acidic. This indicates that we cannot truly eliminate trash without doing some harm. As well, it is extremely hard to clean up pollution. We as humans create big problems when we aren't careful about what we are putting into the atmosphere. As an example, DDT was a pesticide used to control insects, and it had many negative effects on animal populations, like the development of embryos in birds, as an example. DDT has spread throughout the food web and is present in many animals around the world. The task of eliminating DDT from the environment is now almost impossible, as the molecules would have to be identified, extracted from the animals, and put back into the spray gun. Humans have synthesized many harmful chemicals in products and do not have the ability to eliminate them, filling the earth with harmful material.
Despite all the arguments given, many people have different opinions on the matter. For example, many people believe that we can use resources to create technology to allow us to create more and surpass the carrying capacity of Earth. New technology could allow us to continue to grow and expand as we innovate ways to make resources that were once scarce become abundant. There are flaws in this thinking, as creating new technology can help replenish resources, because in order to create the technology to make one resource more available, you would likely have to further deplete others. Many people believe that a larger population can be beneficial, as the larger the population, the more minds involved in solving issues. Population growth stimulates innovation, and we are more likely to solve the problems that we face. The more people on Earth, the greater the chance that one of them had an idea of how to do something beneficial. It only takes one person to have an idea that can benefit many. Plus, the more people on Earth, the larger there are for markets for new innovations, and the more motivation there is to make changes. As we all know, we are more likely to act when we fear the future. Although there are legitimate points to prove that we are living sustainably, we believe that the Earth is full, and we must make changes to avoid inevitable crises.